Victor Osimhen's hat-trick propelled the Nigerian Super Eagles to a dominant 4-0 victory over Benin Republic in Uyo, keeping Nigerians' 2026 FIFA World Cup dreams alive. Despite the emphatic win, Nigeria missed out on a direct qualification, with South Africa clinching the top spot in Group C. Nigeria's resounding win briefly shifted the group standings, pushing South Africa down. However, the Bafana reclaimed the first place by defeating Rwanda 3-0 in a nail sport, securing their automatic berth in the World Cup qualification. Nigeria's victory combined with the Algeria's 2-1 win over Uganda ensured the Super Eagles a place in the World Cup playoff currently. Nigeria ranked third among the best runners-up behind Gabon and Cameroon, with Burkina Faso in fourth. Nigeria currently ranked 45th globally, has appeared in 6 World Cups, advancing to the round of 16 3 times, which is in 1994, 1998, and 2014. They have also claimed the WAFCON title 3 times, in 1980, 1994, and 2013. Benin, ranked 93rd, has yet to qualify for a World Cup but has participated in 5 WAFCON tournaments, reaching the quarterfinals once in 2019. Kingsley, it was an impressive display from the Super Eagles yesterday. So many questions. Where did they forget their scoring boot before this yesterday's game?
I don't know. I don't know where they forgot the scoring boot. So I don't know. Maybe it's as a result of the fact that they knew they were at the verge of elimination. They knew that if they didn't get, of course, a good result, it means that would be the end for them. And talking about the curiosity from the players as well, especially the likes of Victor Osimhen, knowing that if Nigeria doesn't qualify for this World Cup, he might not play, at the World Cup, as well as some of the players as well who haven't tested the World Cup done in the Super Eagles, Chelsea at this point in time. So for me, I think a lot of questions, to ask at this point in time. What happened when they started? Why didn't they score as much as, goals as much as this, to stand a good chance of maybe topping the group, and all of that. So in fact, I think somehow we can get answers to those questions. The team was not in proper shape. If you take a look at how the Nigerian Football Federation managed this World Cup, qualifiers, where they were, shoveling coaches, when a team is, you see every day you keep on changing coaches. You find it difficult. The players find it difficult, of course, to adapt to a certain style and maybe even have a focus and say, okay, this is how we have to execute this game. This is how we have to execute this tournament, or this is how we have to execute the qualifiers. When the coach, how you maintain a coach, you see that probably, of course, they will find a very good rhythm and see how to, push forward. Just like what is happening to Manchester United, where they keep changing coaches. Of course, you've seen that changing coaches is not the problem of Manchester United at this point in time. It's by finding, a way whereby the team can play good football and, of course, score goals and all of that. And that's the same thing that happens to the Super Eagles of Nigeria. If we have maybe maintained a particular manager and then have a very good plan on how to qualify for the World Cup, maybe we wouldn't have struggled, in the manner which, we struggled in to get to the playoff at this point in time. So, for me, I think a lot of factors, contributed. And the boys, of course, they have to really come out of their shelf in that encounter against Benin Republic, scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, goals. It's something that people didn't really imagine, of course, will happen, yesterday for the Super Eagles, especially when you take a look at how Benin Republic, they've been so good, in this qualifiers. Scoring them 4 goals, that was something I didn't even thought, of course, was going to happen. But thank God for the players, thank God for the coach as well, and the fans who actually came out, of course, to support them yesterday, and getting those quick goals, at the start of the game, really, of course, helped them, as a stand. So for me, I think somehow, I think the reason they didn't have this level of performance starting this qualifiers was as a result of how the Nigerian Football Federation, manage, the team, taking a look at the issue of changing coaches, and all of that. I think that somehow, affected the performance of the team in the qualifiers.
Talking about the coach and how he was able to tinker the team yesterday, If he had started the World Cup qualification for the Super Eagles right from match day one, do you see him, qualifying with some games to spare?
I think so. I think the team would have done well. In fact, very, very well, if we have maybe started this qualifiers with Erichel. Because the man is calm and calculative.
True.
All right? The pressure is coming from there, but he's just being calm. At this point in time, you say, should Erichel be sacked? I would say no, capital no. Because at this point in time, 6 games played, 4 wins, 2 draws.
2 draws.
He has not lose any game. So such a man, that's a pass mark for what he has been able to do with the team in the qualifiers already. You won't blame whatever has happened on Erichel. He has really done a good job. That's why I said, if he has started these qualifiers for the Super Eagles of Nigeria, I think we won't find ourselves where we are today. Maybe we would have gotten that automatic qualification. Because you take a look at the teams in that group, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Rwanda, Benin Republic, you can't compare those teams with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Player-wise, the Super Eagles are better than, those teams. Maybe South Africa a bit, and of course, you might want to put up that comparison. But even at that, you take a look at the corps of players in the Super Eagles, they're even better, more valued, in terms of what and all of that, than the players in South Africa. All right. So for me, I think if Erichel, if he has been the one, of course, managing the team right from where we started these qualifiers, I don't think or would have been where we are today, trying to skate through, via the playoff. That is another tough road.
Honestly,
another tough road, of course, for the team. So let's just see how it goes. But I think Erichel has done well. Like you asked, if he has been the one who started these qualifiers, I think we would have gotten automatic qualification.
Yes, we would have gotten an automatic qualification with Erichel if he had started the World Cup series right from match day one. But we can tell you that the playoff pairing is officially out, and the Super Eagles will be playing Gabon, while Cameroon will play DR Congo. Of course, a single-leg semi-final winners will play a single-leg final. All these matches will be hosted, at Morocco. From 13th to 16th of November. And winner of the final go to Intercontinental Federations playoff. So it might interest you to know that after the African playoff qualification, then the winner will now go for the Interconfederations playoff again to determine who joins the rest of the team that have qualified automatically. Kingsley, do you see Nigeria qualifying first off from the first hurdle right here in Africa that will be hosted in Morocco? We'll be playing Gabon.
For me, if they will qualify, in the playoff stage down here in Africa, I think that's a very big question. Can they get past the likes of Gabon and they'll probably face the other team? Is either Cameroon or the other side as well. I think it's really going to be a tough road for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. It really means they have to really do more than what they've done so far, of course, in these qualifiers, to stand a very good chance. It means, looking at that, you have to win, about 2 games, to stand a good chance, of making it, from that. So as the game is starting, you're getting your 3 points. The next game as well, you're also winning. You don't have to maybe play or basically let's draw. Maybe the next game we might calculate, just like we calculated and calculated before finally we qualified, via the playoff. So I think Erichel and the men and his men, of course, you understand what is at stake at this point in time. This one, you have to win and win and win and win down to the very end. You don't have to say, let's draw this one. Maybe next game we'll try and watch and see what we can do. No, you have to be on your toes. So I think it's going to be a tough road, for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We just hope that, they will possibly look for a way to skate through. I know the players are hungry. Even the coach as well is also very hungry to achieve something huge, with the Super Eagles of Nigeria. And Mike, taking a look at all of this, the AFCON is just by the corner as well. So, trying to execute all of these games, the World Cup qualifiers, what time will you use to prepare for the AFCON,
True.
And all of that. I just pity for Erichel at this point in time. I just hope that whatever happens, they won't put it, on his head. Because for me, I think the man has tried.
The man has done a credible job. We're talking about Eric Chell, 6 games played, 4 wins and 2 draws. There's no way you can fault him. So far, his record has been impeccable, unsustainable, and the demand is not the problem of what the Super Eagles are facing. They're talking about the challenges of failing to qualify automatically from that group because he didn't start the qualification up initial. From the results that we've seen of him, he can receive a pass back, 70 over 100, I can tell you for that. But then I can also tell you that in that playoff in the African continent, the game is going to last for 90 minutes. If there is no winner, they go to 30 minutes extra time. There is no winner, direct to penalty shootout. So it's a very long journey for the Super Eagles as they continue to see how to battle their way through to get the ticket for the next World Cup.